up, happy gamers? I'm Happy, the Happy Gamer, and welcome to Would You Rather, the game that makes you reevaluate your entire life. Not really, but it does create pretzels in your brain sometimes. But enough about that, let's get started. Would you rather get 4 hours of sleep per night or get 15 hours of sleep per night? This is a really tough one for me because I like my sleep. I really enjoy getting a full 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep per night. And I read that, if you want to get your metabolism set straight, sleep a little bit more. If you're not getting a full 8 hours, try that. Confusion, it can solve confusion. It can cure fatigue. You don't want to know all that. But getting 15 hours is a lot. You're already sleeping half your life away with just 8 hours a night. Or not really half your life, but it feels that way sometimes. So I don't think I would want to get 15 hours per night because that's just a huge waste of time. 4 hours is not enough, but I'd rather live life than sleep it away. So I'm going to go ahead and choose 4 hours per night. And not everyone agreed with me, which is unsurprising because I know some people that will sleep till noon. Would you rather run 26 miles or swim 5 miles? Easy, easy, easy for me. Swim 5 miles. It doesn't say whether or not you can take a break, and it doesn't say whether or not you're in a shallow pool the entire time where you can just stand there whenever you need a break. But running 26 miles, I hate running. I hate it. I can't. 1 mile is my max. Even if I was able to run a mile and then walk and then keep running and take a break, it's just too long. I don't want to put myself through that. Swimming 5 miles, definitely. Would you rather have all fingernails and toenails removed quickly or deep paper cuts on the webbing between each finger and toe slowly? Ugh. That's really hard. That's a tough one, guys. I don't know. I hate paper cuts just because it just feels, it just burns and slowly too. Who wants that? But who wants their fingernails and toenails gone? You'd look like a Goonie monster or something. I'm gonna have to go with paper cut. Because even if you remove all fingernails and toenails quickly, even if you're unconscious, even if you're on pain meds, I don't know, I wouldn't want to wake up with just little, like this, on the other side as well. That would be weird. Alright, so I'm gonna say deep paper cuts. Deep, that's a pretty strong word. Deep paper cuts, not just a paper cut. I'm gonna do it. Deep paper cuts. Most people would rather have their fingernails and toenails removed quickly. That makes sense, and I understand, but I don't know if I'd want to go through that. Would you rather live in a treehouse or live in a floating boathouse? It depends on where the boathouse was. If it was like somewhere beautiful and maybe on a lake, like a misty lake surrounded by beautiful mountains. But on the other hand, a treehouse, who didn't love Peter Pan as a kid? Who did not want to live in a treehouse with Lost Boys? I know I did. Plus, you could get seasick, and that wouldn't be fun. Constantly trying to sleep and feeling nauseous. I'm gonna go with treehouse. Alright, seemed like most people agreed. If you live in a treehouse, you run the risk of disgusting spiders and bugs, but it's also beautiful and you can see lightning bugs. In my brain, it's a little more magical than probably what reality would look like. But in my head, I'm picturing Neverland and lightning bugs and a pretty sunset. So I'm gonna stick with my answer. Would you rather have everything you touch turn to dust or have everything you touch turn to gold? I'm trying to see the benefit before I answer. Trying to see the benefit of having everything you touch turn to dust, because either way, dust, gold, you don't want everything you touch to turn to that, but if you have to have one, why not gold? Because you're rich, you're set for life. But dust, I'm trying to see the benefit, I need some dust in here. Nobody says that. Okay, I'm gonna say gold. Okay, that's overwhelmingly gold right there. I don't get, that's not a very good one. Would you rather have a Jello room or have a pillow room? I'm gonna say Jello room because how often can you have a Jello room? You can have a pillow room whenever you want. You can make that easy. But who's gonna make a Jello room? And how cool and delicious would that be? Oh, most people said pillow room. I can understand why you would want a pillow room. It would be cool and comfy and cozy, but how often would you get the chance to have a Jello room? Have the ability to pull out of your pockets the exact change needed for any purchase, or have the ability to discreetly read minds. That's really saying, would you rather have ice cold water or a house land on top of you? That's really, it's not relatable, really, in my mind. The ability to pull out of your pockets the exact change needed for any purchase, I don't really care. But the ability to discreetly read minds, that would be really cool. I don't know if I would want to have the ability to read minds all the time, because I'm sure there are a bunch of weirdos out there. But I'd rather have that ability than perfect change pulling abilities. That's kind of weird. And yeah, I can understand why people would want change though, because not everyone's gonna want to read people's minds, because that would probably get depressing and weird and scary. If you could live the movie plot as a character, would you rather experience Ferris Bueller's Day Off as Ferris or experience 16 Candles as Samantha Baker? I'm gonna definitely go with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Mainly because 16 Candles didn't really even get good until the end. She had it rough, guys. 16 is not an easy age for a girl. But Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he had some, bumps on the road, but that was a pretty awesome day overall. He got to sing in a parade, and he had a cool car and cool friends, and it just seemed like a good time. So I'm gonna go with that one. Alright, would you rather lick a public bathroom floor or lick a public bathroom stall handle? You know, I've actually seen this one before, and I have to agree with the one that I saw, and they said they would rather lick a public bathroom stall handle because more people are more germ conscious nowadays, and they would most likely either use a paper towel or wash their hands. People don't want to touch things in the public bathroom, so they would probably touch that as little as possible, but I don't know anybody who's 5 times a day washing the bottom of their shoes. So, yeah. The majority agrees. Stall handle. Bathroom floor, just, you don't know what's going on down there. Alright. Would you rather be best friends with Harry Potter or be best friends with Katniss Everdeen? Hands down, best friends with Harry Potter. Hands down. I mean, do I even have to? Okay. Most people agree. Or the majority agree. It would be cool to run around the woods with Katniss Everdeen, but she's so dramatic. She's rarely ever happy, and not much goes on. It's just kind of the same thing, and it's all dramatic and life-threatening. And Harry Potter has some life-threatening things go on, but man, who wouldn't want to live in a castle and live with their friends and go to school with their friends and just run around a castle all the time? Would you rather have a baby dragon or have a baby phoenix? I'm assuming that's going along the lines of Harry Potter. Hagrid had a baby dragon, and Dumbledore had a phoenix. I'm gonna say a phoenix because they're super cool, and they have healing abilities, and they recycle their life. So once it's a baby, it's a full-grown phoenix, and actually I don't know how long it takes to get to an adult, but then once it gets super old, it dies and then is born again from its own ashes, so that would be pretty awesome. And most people said baby dragon. Would you rather be in jail for a year or live in complete isolation in the mountains for a year? I'm gonna say live in complete isolation in the mountains for a year, and here's why. I don't mind being alone. And being in jail, you could just, it doesn't even specify who you're in jail with. You could be in jail with a bunch of crazies, which you probably are. And maybe if I was already more prone to go to jail, or I've been in jail before, but I haven't, and I'm not. And I love mountains, and that full year, even though I don't mind being alone, that whole year would probably be hard at some point or another. Actually, probably pretty often. I do like being around people, and I would miss my Joshua very much. But I would be without him and without people that I'm normally around in jail already. Either way, you're kind of isolated, so why not be in the mountains where it's pretty and really peaceful? So most people agree. I know jails aren't what they used to be, and they're actually, but still, nope, I'm gonna choose mountain. Be the head chef on a luxury cruise liner, or be the head chef in the White House. I'm saying White House for sure. Cruise liner, that would get old, and I'm sure White House would get old, but how cool. And partly because I've never been to the White House, So it's still kind of like mysterious and magical to me. I'm like, what goes on there? You know, how many secrets is that building holding? All right, how many rooms does it even have? If you work there, can you just like wander around and discover secret little tunnels? And I know that's really fictitious of me to think about, but I feel like that would hold my interest longer than a cruise liner. I mean, in a cruise liner, it's just, you can't go anywhere but the kitchen, and anywhere else you're surrounded by partiers, and an ocean would be pretty, but okay. I'm gonna choose White House. Majority said White House. That would be cooler. And you probably get to fix better meals, fancier meals, and probably have more of a professional staff. Know what they're doing. All right, last one. Would you rather be Rosa Parks or be Harriet Tubman? That's really tough, actually, because these are both really, really world-changing women. But I'm gonna say Rosa Parks, mainly because I've always been interested in her. Like, ever since I learned about her in grade school. She's just a very special, special lady. She kind of set our world on its edge, on fire, however you want to say it. And mainly, she did it by being peaceful and calm and respectful, which I really admire. And I think that can speak louder than any loud voice could in a situation like that. And she was very well respected all of her life, and she had a very long and good life. So I'm gonna choose Rosa Parks. Most people agreed. Alright guys, this is it for Would You Rather. Until next time, I like this video, and if you like this video, please leave me a like, because I would like that. Talk to me in the comments, I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to stay happy, and of course, I will see you next time.
Now I'm gonna be like, well, there is. Dumb fart knockers. I think I'm running out of things to say. Man, I kind of want to like rub my face on your cheek or something. This looks amazing. Where do you get your skin at?